Om Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Today we are taking the 24th part of this book. In this part we are taking next internal drawback and the hurdle of enlightenment, and that is the army of the Kauravas, but we are taking the brother of Kaurava, that is the Bhurival. The name of that brother is Bhurival. Bhuri means extremely more than enough. Bal, it means power. Everybody is trying to increase his power. The power may be in different types of power. Somebody is doing nonsense and making the power of ignorance, power of foolishness, power of pride, power of extra bad courage, and power of very slow suicide. Because if you are not going toward the knowledge of a spiritual ultimate truth, that only and only the dark is remaining for you, the Maya is remaining for you, the false is remaining for you, the illusion is remaining for you. So the power is itself a part of the illusion of the Maya. You think you have a power of post, you think you have a power of money, you think you have a power of intellectuality, you think you have a power of the family. But these all will not help you for the freedom of death and birth cycle. Because all the power comes by the nature, all the powers comes by the Maya. And the Bhurival is a psychological condition inside that makes a person made in the power. He was made to increase any type of power in his life. This is also a power of inertia that you do not want to enlightenment. You storify, you resist, standing a fixed place, don't want to move towards the God, and never want to hear the enlightened Sadguru. Born in the ignorance, live in the ignorance and die in the ignorance. Born in the illusion, live in the illusion and die in illusion. So my dear friends, the power of the muscles, the power of the body, you can see the gym, you can see the persons in the gyms. They are making the power of the muscle. They are workout. They are bodybuilding. All the energy and attraction or all the intention stop in the body. 99.99% persons, they are caught in the body consciousness. They do not know anything beyond the body. So the main thing is, many persons, they are only worried about the power of the body and power of the money, power of the prime post, power of the family strength, a power of their caste strength. Because now these days, here is the democracy, and democracy govern on the number of the votes, and that's why by the large number of the caste vote, the devils becomes the governors. So this type of all thing is called Bhuribal. The Sadguru comes, deliver the discourses, give the teachings, shower his nectar of the enlightenment. But all of you knows that stone cannot grow any plant successfully. Stones always the dry. Even the tons of the water flow on the stones. That type of person, they are living like a stone. They called Bhuribal. Or no any drop can be enter in the stones like Bhuribal. My dear friend, sometime this type of stony persons, they want to test the patience of enlightened person. So enlightened person save themselves by the trick I am telling to you about, a trick of the Lord Kabira. There is a story of Kabira. Kabir was going in the time of the evening to his home, returning from the market after selling the cloth. And Kabir has the bag, in that bag his money, very small money, but some vegetable and some spice and some things for the family need. The Kabir's village, there was a Bhuribal type person. He is very strong person, wrestler, 6'4" long, tall, and he has a big stick on his hand. The stick of bamboo, which full maintained by the oiling and shining stick, and very strong stick. If he struck a stick on any one's head, the head will be broken in two parts. My dear friend, randomly that person came at the time of this evening and stand in the path of Kabira. And as Kabir came, he stopped Kabira. and asked to Kabira, "O Kabir, you criticize the monks, you criticize the saint, you criticize the Bhagwan, you criticize the Khuda. You are very, very great intellectual person, and I know that I hear that you know the future, past and present all three times. You are knower of future, past and present." Kabir do not say anything because Kabir knows that he is the Bhuribal and Kabir was an enlightened master. The next thing, he told to Kabir, "If you are knower the future, I am asking you a question, answer me." Kabir again silent, because in the front of the Bhuribal, sometimes you have to silent and hear what the Bhuribal is telling. Bhuribal type person. And that person asked to Kabir that this is my stick, this is my bamboo rod, very strong, very nice. I want to hit you by this stick. And you tell me where I want to strike on your body with full force. Whether I am striking on your feet, or whether I am striking your head or your ribs. Kabir think, if I tell head, then he will broken my both legs by this strike. If I say leg, he may be broken my head or my ribs. That is very critical condition what I must do. Kabir was an enlightened person, and enlightened person is millions times more than your clarity, because he is a direct divine intellectual person. Kabir knows that the antakarna, that the ego wants the satisfaction of that person. And only after the satisfaction of the ego, Kabir can save. So Kabir fall down in the feet of that person. And Kabir says, I am the guru of the foolish person. I am not the guru of wise like you. You are an intellectual person. You are a great person. And you are a powerful person also. Nobody can found like you that you are powerful and you are the intellectual and you are a very nice heart. So, I think you are as my guru. The enlightened person never resists. They knows what must be do in particular occasion. My dear friend, that trick was successful. And as Kabir fell down in the feet of that wrestler and that wrong person, and Kabir said, I am the master of the foolish person. I am not master like you. You are qualified. You are a very, very intelligent and quality wise person, you are the very, very great heart and very nice mind. I am the slave of like you person. The ego of that person was satisfied, and he catch the shoulder of Kabir and hug the Kabir and say, "Don't worry, Kabir, I am with you. You are so polite person. How can I beat you?" And the ego was satisfied, and you will not believe that person has take the bag of Kabir on his shoulder and come with Kabir in the home and put the bag and say to Kabir, if you any person will try to make any trouble in your life, please call me. I will save you. So the Bhuribal only can satisfy by the ego. They never satisfy by the knowledge. They never satisfy by the light. They never satisfy by the divinity. So in this world, many Bhuribals comes in the life of the enlightened masters. They have the proud. They have the proud on their power. They think others are very, very big and they are powerful. And so the many Bhuribals you can see in Indian politics. Indian politics, the Bhuribals have a large number of their admirers, their buttering persons, and they are only satisfied by the butterings. They are become the boss. So Bhuribals and Kabir, they cannot go together. So Bhuribals can go with their admiring persons and buttering persons. And that's why Bhuribals never enlighten, and that's why the politicians never enlighten. Because only the politicians want buttering and false admiration, and the enlightened master cannot do like that. My dear friend, I am telling you about this Bhuribal because I want to save you, I want to shelter you from this type of internal negativity and negative force which can be destroy your journey of the divinity. My dear friend, Bhuribals do not know the enlightened master is the supreme powerful person, and Bhuribals, they are like a very small patanga. The fire of the Maya will burn them after some time. I see in many I see the many Bhuribals. Some of them destroy in the many type of the accidents. But they don't know. They have spoiled their life without any meaning because the ego do not permit to surrender in the feet of enlightened master. The God has given to them human body, good understanding, sharp brain, but unfortunately they have no heart. If they have no heart, where the love of master will be put, will be poured. You see, all the highly successful persons, they have the top class brain and they use the brain in the cleverness. They use the brain in the wrongful manner. They use the brain for success in the Maya. But that use is worse than misuse. My dear friend, if a person wastes his energy and the time in the non-resulting activities, if a motorcycle go round and do not go to his destination, what you will be say? That is the top class foolishness, and that top class foolishness is called Bhuribal. The use your force, use your energy, use your lifetime in the Maya's non-resulting activity. The same thing I want to say, this Maya is moving you round in the death and birth and birth and death and death and birth and birth and death game. Maybe that death and birth and birth and death, maybe the different type of the bodies, human, cattle, insect, snake, birds, many fishes, marine animals, but that is a cycle, there is a cycle. And you comes the same point. After the millions of the year, millions of the birth, and you come on that same time on the same path and the same point of the human birth, but you do not know. The human birth is the door to save yourself or jump out from this cycle. But the force is so high from other birth. The sensory organs stimulations is so dynamic, so high, so the velocity is so high that if there is no any master in your life, you cannot come out from the death and birth cycle. You see, you take a plate with course and you put a glass ball you run that glass ball round, 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 you run, the glass ball will be go round, 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 round. But when the ball is going round, 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 if you touch by a small stick, that ball will jump and come out from that plate. So the master, can you jump out from the death and birth cycle by his trick? And so that trick is called enlightenment. That trick is called Atma Jnana. This trick is called Buddhatva. This trick is called the meditation program. My dear friend, unfortunately, the Bhuribals ignore the masters. The master is only savior. Master is only the knower of the real prosperity of your life. Master can break your mesmerism of the Maya. Bhuribal cannot know this thing. Bhuribal is like that person once upon a time, a doctor living in a place, and a dacoit was become ill. And dacoit was a very, very cruel. The doctor come to the ill dacoit and the doctor was not so clever. He said some rude thing to the dacoit and dacoit shoot the doctor's head. So this type the Bhuribals, they are killing enlightened persons from many, many years. My dear friend, the Bhuribals kill our enlightened masters, Guru Tegh Bahadur. The Bhuribal kill our enlightened master, in the Shishganj Gurudwara. The Bhuribal killed Fateh Singh and Joravar Singh. The Bhuribal kills the Swami Dayananda. The Bhuribal killed Swami Shraddhananda. And Bhuribal killing many more enlightened persons of the society. But the society is also blind. Our society cannot able to save our enlightened persons. Even the society has put enlightened persons separate without any defense. So, it is only depend on the intellect and good trick of the master. Master can save themselves by the Bhuribals and by the negative persons. Kabir was very unsafe. Raidas was very unsafe. Every master was very unsafe. That's why Adi Guru Shankaracharya make the akhadas for the safety for enlightened persons. But unfortunately, the akhadas also involved in the Maya. They are not, they cannot identify the enlightened person. My dear friend, when the person become enlightened, he never bound in any group of the religion or any other group. He become completely free. Once upon a time I went in a religious groups of the monk, and they asked me, what is your group? Which group you belongs? I say, I have no group. Every religious and every loving person and every caste and every creed and every society and every nation and every human is in my group. They can't believe because they are rigid persons. So the enlightenment is not like that as you think. When you will be enlightened, when you will be Atma Jnani, all the difference and differentiation will go away. But unfortunately, the enlightened person is very small number and negligible number, so nobody can identify them, and nobody wants enlightenment in this time. Everybody wants to the traditional spiritual practices, and the Maya completely caught them by the Satoguna network. My dear friend, in the ocean of these vrittis, as like the Bhurival, as like the Dhanugrahi, as like the many vrittis, they have a big army against your enlightenment, against your awaken, against your consciousness, against your awareness. So that's why the Kaurav has 18 Akshoni Sena army, 18 Akshoni army, very big number. So you have inside millions type of the vrittis, millions type of the parapsychological conditions and physiopsychological conditions, and the condition of the mood and the governance of the ego inside, and you will not able to conquer them if you have no master like Krishna. So first you need a master, because these vrittis, these internal drawbacks, these internal conditions of negativity that have many powers, they can interchange, they can change their face, they can change their identity, and you can not identify what is the wrong and what is the right inside of you. This Bhuribal and other type of innate tendencies, inner side of negativities, they cannot permit you to introduce your internal existence, Chaitanya. My dear friend, I think it is sufficient about the Bhuribal. In the next discourse of this book, that will be 25 number of discourse, and we will take the next Kaurav, that is called Ravi. Before the ending of this discourse, I request you, my dear friend, I have a very nice technique of meditation, the miraculous technique of meditation, that comes by the millions of our great masters, Rama and Krishna, Vasishtha and Janaka, Ashtavakra and Sukadeva. That is the meditation technique, is the Sakshi meditation of awareness. Even the same name technique other person teach, but they do not know the thorough knowledge of this technique. My dear friend, I want to teach this technique for you without any cost, without any fee, but I want to say, if you learn this technique and if you do the meditation only 4 or 5 months, 3 or 4 months, you will feel that all tension will be released from your inner side, and you will become a tensionless person, and you will become a peaceful person, because tension will go, then peace will come, dark will go, then light will sure come. Without light coming, dark not goes. So my dear friend, when you will become the peaceful person, then you will be saved the same time by the tension created diseases like blood pressure, angina, diabetes, brain hemorrhage, many diseases, organ failure, sleep disturbance, sleeping disorder. My dear friend, when the tension created diseases will not come in your life, so you can save your physical body and your money and your time, and you can save yourself by intolerable, unwanted pain. And when the maximum person of the world will do this meditation, we can save a huge of money that can be used in the welfare of the weaker section of our earth. The same thing, if you do the meditation, you will become the tensionless, you will become a keen observer of internal every type of change, then you can save yourself from the phobia, mania, anangenia, schizophrenia and depression and many psychological diseases. So you never will be mad, you never will be suicide, you never will be caught in any psychological disease. My dear friend, so precious meditation I am giving you, not only the physically or not only the mentally safety, but emotionally you will be very strong. If the lust will come, you can see the lust, and you cannot involve in the crime created by the lust. You will never insult any woman, you will not abuse any woman, you will not give any pain to woman, and you will not attack on the woman's respect. So the crime against women, they will be reduced and they will be finished by this meditation. As this meditation will spread, the physical health will be grow, the mental health will be grow, and the crime against women will be zero. Not only these benefits, but my dear friend, if you do this meditation, you can easily see the anger. Anger is coming and goes. Anger will not touch you. You will not affect with anger. So the anger creating diseases and anger creating crimes, they will finish by this world. No cutting, no murder, no fighting, no biting, no anything, no police and no case in judiciary. My doer of this meditation will completely become a seer of all the internal activities or psychological activity. The same thing with the greed. You can see the greed and you cannot involve in the economic crime. You will not involve in the conspiracy against your nation You will not involve in the economic conspiracies, scandals. So by this meditation, we can eradicate the economic crime which comes by the greed. My dear friend, so nice meditation it is. If the maximum person of the world will do this meditation, this world will convert into the heaven, and the families will become very nice. Society will become very good. Nation will become very, very good, and mutual understanding with all the nations. And all the earth feel that we are brothers and sisters. There is no any difference and differentiation. There is no any hunger to increase the limit of the nations, the boundaries of the nations. We will solve every problems by the negotiation, because these boundary will only the formalities. We will become a one world. My dear friend, if we do this mission, which is I named the world peace by meditation, and the meditation of awareness, if we will do this meditation, we will work out on this meditation. All over the world we spread this meditation. Then you will see the huge expenditure on your armies. That will be no need. Only the one army all over the nation, all over the world, the army of peace-making army, that is enough for this planet, for the devils and the demons, because the devils and demons never hear the peaceful things. So my dear friend, the time has come to be the brotherhood, be the loving, be the mutual understand, and that will become only by the meditation of awareness, Sakshi. Your all medicines are failed in this world. Every religions are failed. If your religion is successful, that is no enmity must be on this earth. There is no mercy. There is no love. There is only the preparation for the world wars. So my dear friend, please accept my proposal and accept this meditation in your day-to-day life. Then you will be feel that we are one love, we are one light, we are one consciousness, and we are fighting in the madness of the Maya. Maya illusion create the differentiation, otherwise we are one. So my dear friend, thank you very much, love you very much, bless you. Namaste, thank you Shiva.